mushrooms is
highly
recommended. It's one thing I've ever done. It wasn't addictive in any type of way. Didn't have any side effects in terms of like afterwards when you're high. There's no coming down or anything like that. There's no like, how you take X. If you don't take water, it's dangerous. But you have to do certain things to make sure that the high is going to be good. Cocaine, you have to do a certain type of way or it can be dangerous.
Yeah.
Mushroom wasn't like that. You put in some orange juice, put it in, dissolve, take some time, and then it happens. And then after you're done, you're done. You move on with your day. So
it's indigestion alimentaire, basically.
Exactly.
Exactly. Empoisonnement alimentaire.
Yeah. I mean, you might feel a little bit of like anxiousness at the beginning because the high is like starting to take over. But, the number one tip I tell everyone when you're going to do it is don't fight what's coming. It's when you fight what's happening that you have a bad trip. Mushrooms, I think for me, it's a great way of showing you like what you have hidden in your closet. So if you got a huge amount of depression, you're going to feel that.
Oh, word.
Yeah. I had a friend who did it in front of me for the first time. And I told him, you're going to feel a lot because I know you and I know what you're going through. So it's going to be intense. And so, we both did mushrooms. I sat watching him. And the man just cried for like 5 hours. But that's what he needed in that moment because of what he was going through, the stuff that he'd built up. And after he'd done it, he felt refreshed because he just let everything out, right? Other people, sometimes they have conversations with themselves or they have casual conversations with other people. Other folks, they just listen to music and they chill. But I remember watching him. He was starting to go through it. And I just sat there quietly, watching.
You got to go the process.
But I was also going through my own high. And I kid you not, this is what happened. This is the craziest moment I've ever had while I was high. As I close my eyes, I swear to God, the magic school bus pops up.
Miss Frizzle?
She opened that shit. She said, wait. She's like, come on, everybody. And I said, and listen, I'm not even kidding you. It wasn't Miss Frizzle on a street corner. It was Miss Frizzle in the Galaxy Nebula. You understand? There were stars. There was yo. And Miss Frizzle was like, tell me to get on. Okay? She was telling me to get on.
You went on a field trip with Miss Frizzle?
She was. I swear to God. She was telling me to get on. She was telling me to get on. She was telling me to get on the Magic School Bus. And I love the Magic School Bus. That shit was cool. They went into the ocean. They went everywhere.
Man.
Like, I want to.
They went into anus.
And I knew in my mind.
Miss Frizzle can be in your butt right now. You wouldn't even know.
Hey, Miss Frizzle was thick. Yeah.
I don't know what was happening.
She had that loose dress, but I mean.
I don't know what was happening when them cartoons back in them days.
Yeah.
But Miss Frizzle.
They like them women thick.
Okay.
All right. So. So she told me to get on the bus. And I knew that if I would get on this bus, this was about to get wild. But I also knew I had to be there for my name. Right? So I said, I can't go with you.
So you went, ding.
I told her straight, I can't go with you. And she said, you sure? And I said, yep. And then she took the bus and flew off into the nebula. And then, I slowly opened my eyes. And from that point, the high came down. And I kid you not, that was the moment. I knew it would have been
left with the high.
Yeah. I'm not even kidding with you. For me, and I know this sounds like dopey talk, mushrooms for me is like very spiritual. I don't get on the whole spiritual stuff, but for me, like the way how sensitive you become, at least for me, how perceptive I become, it heightens a lot of stuff. And it's helped me out through some difficult stuff I had to deal with. So, and they're using that stuff now. They're using LSD for no, sorry.
They're using LSD. They're using
Oxy.
Yeah, definitely.
They're using Oxy for PTSD, and they're having huge success with it. So, people who look at this stuff like it's like the worst and the play, it's nothing like what you think it is. And I'm not here to advocate it, to tell you to do it. It's nothing like that. I'm just saying there's a lot of misinformation out there.
Yeah.
The same way a lot of these scientists and a lot of these people lied to us about the origins of the Wuhan virus and all that stuff. A lot of people have made it their financial interest to lie about these psychedelics because of their therapeutic uses and how cheap it is to get. You can grow mushrooms in the back. You know what I'm saying? So if that came out, a lot of people don't want that. Because I'm telling you, almost everyone I've ever known who's done mushrooms, okay, and they've done it correctly, they've always said, afterwards, I feel so grateful and I feel good. And I'm like, if you're talking about encouraging empathy and goodness and kindness in people, there's nothing better, in my opinion, than that specifically, other than trying to make consistent changes in your life.
Imagine you put mushroom in the water supply of a city.
You want to have the biggest change in life? Imagine if everyone took mushrooms at the
same time. At the same time, nigga.
Nick. But anyways.
At the same damn time. Put that shit in the water supply.
Yeah, and people will look at you like you're crazy. Like, what do you do? Mushrooms? I'm like, nigga, you smoke weed and drink alcohol.
You pop pills every now and then.
Do you know how many people alcohol kills every year? How toxic and bad it is for your body? You won't find a single study that says the same thing about mushrooms. But anyways, I digress. I don't want to turn this into a big drug discussion, but I think it gets such a bad rap and people look at me crazy when they're like, you've done that. But I'm like, damn, it's been so good for me. It's been so good for me. And you know what you've never heard of? Someone who's addicted to mushrooms.
Never heard of that.
Because it has no addictive properties.
This dude? Dave? That's a shroom head.
I've never heard of that.
When you talk about David Shroom head, it's because his head is the shape of a mushroom.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
He looks like Toad from Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that big ass head.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So anyways, that's what happened to me. And, you know, I've seen do good things for the people around me. So that's the one thing. If you want to know more about it, there's a lot of resources online. But yeah, those are my thoughts on it.
I've seen people do good on everything and do bad on everything. So it really depends on a lot of factors. So to me,
yeah,
I don't judge like that.
I get what you're saying.
Even I used to judge like a lot of hard drugs and shit like that. It was really based on what they tell you in school and how they want to, you know, scare you off of that thing.
Marijuana used to be a hard drug.
Bro, just one realization when you work in the bar industry, everybody takes cocaine. Everybody. Ugh. That's not my thing. You want to do shrooms?
I've already done shrooms. I'm not doing shrooms anytime soon, though.
When did you do shrooms? At your birthday?
I haven't done them in like 3-4 years. I used to do them like...
I know, but you haven't done shrooms in a while?
No, I don't think I'm at a place where I need them right now.
Need shrooms?
Yeah, well, there are times where they were like, it's pretty much like a shrink for me.
Yeah.
You know, it depends how you use them. For me, I don't like using it frivolously, but I know other people like to
use them. I know, you lock yourself up in the room, put some music on, and write some shit.
No, I didn't write any. The first time it was like a music concert type of thing. Like I just literally sat there with music. That would be the second time I did it. First time I did it with my brother. And that was really, I'd never seen colors change in front of my eyes.
Oh, word?
Yeah. Like the visuals, very interesting. Like you'll see red turn into blue, green turn into something else. It's just like, it was really weird. Then you look at art differently.
Can you drive on shrooms? If
you're seasoned, yes. If you're not, I wouldn't recommend it. I know I could, but I wouldn't recommend it to other people.
You ever fucked on shrooms?
Never. I prefer it as a solo experience. I've done shrooms and acid with my brother. I've done it by myself a few times, and then I've also went to a party randomly. Didn't tell anyone I was on acid. The first time I did acid, I didn't tell nobody I was on it. I went to a party.
That would have been trippy.
Went to a party, bro. New Year's.
Yeah.
I went to New Year's. I went to New Year's. I had a good time.
You all true,
but no, it was acid. But you're so sensitive, so you have to keep your mind under control. You feel everything that's coming towards you.
Yeah.
So when someone's angry at you, you feel that anger. And so it can make you very volatile if you're not good at controlling your mind. I had somebody accuse me of trying to bring multiple people into a club. And you know me, I roll solo everywhere. So
solo dolo.
So I was like, what do you mean I brought multiple? He's like, yeah, we saw you. I'm like, so I was getting accused and I could feel the accusation. So I started getting heated and I could feel the rise. And then eventually walked away and I had to breathe a couple times just to get myself calm. Then once I was calm and I was ready to enjoy the vibe, nigga.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a hot girl. No, but on some real shit, great time. So
you had a hot girl winter?
Yo, super hot. Super hot. It was a great night. Enjoyed myself, danced the whole time. I stayed high.
How long does it last?
Acid can be 8 to 14 hours.
Oh, word.
Unnecessary. I think mushroom is good. Mushroom, you'll be done in 5 hours.
Can you sleep? Jesus Christ. Unnecessary.
Bro, I was up. You just feel so much positivity. At least I did. So I was like, hey, what up, my nigga? I love you.
That's why people microdose.
Microdosing, yeah. It's definitely a thing. I've never bothered to try it. But yeah, something to consider. But yeah, if you're thinking of dabbling into it, how are you thinking of doing it?
I don't know.
You're curious about it, though?
I'm just asking.
Okay. Yeah, I would recommend it. I would recommend it with music. If you love music, you'll never love it as much as you do. I am, because you know what happens is you know how you have barriers in your ear?
Yeah.
So for example, background noises, refrigerators, they get locked out. When you're on acid or mushrooms, those are gone. And so when you're hearing music, you hear the background noise like as if it's in the foreground. Mm-hmm. So I remember listening to D'Angelo's album and all the little whispers in the back, the conversations people were having during the song. I could hear them like I was inside
God damn.
Yeah, so when I listen to Brown Sugar, and you just hear all the people like, yeah, you never hear it. I was on mushrooms, nigga. I was like, yo, this is the most lit club in my whole life, nigga. It changed the way I heard music, and then you close your... And another thing I'll tell you, when you close your eyes, that's when you're going to have the real visuals. So you see all that like psychedelic art that people talk about? Get on mushrooms, close your eyes, you're going to see everything. You're going to see the most gnarly looking art. And so that's why I understand why people make the art that they do, because I've closed, and you see crazy patterns. Or take that disc right there, that thing right there, drawer. If you're on mushrooms and you're looking at that, you're going to appreciate it. You're going to appreciate like the little dents, the little scrapes. You're gonna
all the texture.
Yeah. And I'm not even going to lie to you, like, I could stand looking at this floor and enjoy it.
And hear it crack.
Yeah.
On top of that,
like,
it's a beat.
Let's make some music.
Yo, that's crazy. That's the first time I was stepping on the floor and it didn't crack. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Am I high?
So, yeah, this is just cool stuff like that happens. But anyways.
Oh, we could put it at the...